still floating? Kind of. How's that for space? Yep. So we're not interrupting the pathway. And we'll get rid of that. So this will be the ground level. This is the entry / transition space to the middle, which will then excavate down slightly. Need stone. Stone stairs for the roof, huh? That is very interesting. And interesting is a polite way of saying what the fuck. Because it looks bad. Like the roof stair, the stone stairs don't look very good as a roof. I've tried it. Placing it on the ground and filling the remaining space with stone. I want them sort of aligned like that. This goes here. Will this even work though is another good question. Down here. Hey Maori. Hello. Happy New Year. What could they be good for? I think these conversation pits were used for a few wild things. What's happening? Nothing much. We've been chilling. We're trying to design a new addition, a new wing of our big house. Just trying to figure out how we can make a nice sauna room. Try and center. I don't want that much grey. Something a little bit more vibrant. Like that. And then If you hold shift and middle click, you copy the element you're looking at. Oh! What the hell? What the helly? Yeah, I'm just gonna... What have you done? Yeah, see how big the thing is? It won't fit in here. But this is the real estate that we can afford to play with. Okay, I've had a thought. Oh, maybe I'll try and make a circular roof. I'll do an experiment over here. But yeah, hope you've been well, Mary. I've just been taking a break from City Skylines 2, playing some Valheim. Although we've finally got City Skylines 2 working again. We've gotten too deep into Valheim. How do we make a circular roof? It'd be something like... Wait. See how this looks. This is probably the simplest way to do it. We need to get a sense of the proportions. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we did this, we still have a really big void in the center. How wide is that? 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 wide. So those proportions, it's a bit too large. Give me my wood back. So we would do something more like one, 2, 3, 4. Then how does that look from a roof point of view? It's a bit steep, but it looks okay. Read those low screen menu tips from time to time? Hell no. I didn't even realize there were menu screen tips. Shows how much I pay attention. So we can do that. It's very square. Actually, I do have one more design up my sleeve that we might be able to try out. Use the half segments, because this curve mimics the stone tower design that we've got. I think we do like a turbine sort of arrangement. So there, bottom of that one, bottom of that one. Kind of like that. Still looks like shit. The inside looks good, but that overlap sticks out. Oh, hey, Riri. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, and Ozcat. Hey, man. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome, welcome. And Lone Bearcat. We're here for your pickles. Oh, my God. All my pickles. I've run out of pickles, too. So now I know where they've all gone, huh? Oh, and Damir. Hey guys. Happy New Year. Oh, good evening, Dream. Good evening. Hope everybody has had a very happy New Year. I think I saw you were streaming some City Skylines 2 before, Riri. Almost 1 PM. Very late, huh? Almost time for lunch. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of Valheime. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we've been creating quite a lot. $2 PM and woke up an hour ago. I mean, I'm not that different. My sleep schedule now has been like totally destroyed. So I'm like going to sleep at 3 AM, 4 AM and then waking up at 12. Just woke up, TBH. It is like the party time of year. New Year's. So we are excused. We don't have to explain ourselves. Wasted. Oh, watched last episode of Stranger Things. 2 hours long. So is every episode out now? Because I haven't watched. I've watched part 1 of season 5. I haven't watched the next part. Okay. All right. Series has ended. No season 6. They finally wrapped it up. A 4 a.m. wake up. Oh my god. So that means you're going to go to sleep at like 8 p.m, right? You're going to be well behaved and get the 8 hours sleep? There might be a lot of spin-offs, don't want to spoil. Okay. Right. Yeah, I had a feeling, not by the narrative, but just because Stranger Things is such a massive IP now, they're not gonna like call it quits with that. 7 to 8 p.m. Yeah. But yeah, this is my main house. Thank you for the follow. Stop loading messages. Oh no. Twitch has finally... the Perth internet has finally decided to cark it. But yeah, I've got this big kitchen that I've made. Haven't used much of this kitchen for now. But I'm trying to figure out how to make a nice sauna for this big hot tub we've got. So I'm trying to make a big room, but I'm debating on what design I should use. But we've got this thing here, which is our Stonehenge, but for portals, so we can teleport around the map. The lit ones are the actual active ones. And literally this stream, we have just finished building this big ass bridge to these 3 islands. This side's probably better. Where we can walk over and we can sail through, which is really cool. So I've got this boat here on standby. Let's eat some food so I don't drown. I'll get a running jump. Yeet. There we go. So we can actually fit these big boats through too. Euro's getting home and logging in. Sucking up all the bandwidth, huh? Yes, we did 24. Riri gave us a raid. Thank you very much, Riri. Okay, look at that. The mast fits through perfectly. So we can sail under this bridge to access the port area here. But look at that. Massive bit of infrastructure. It is complete. Yes. I mean, I gotta show it off. I was surprised this would work, honestly. And it's worked perfectly. I'm very happy about it. Nice. But that's unlocked those 3 islands for us to build, because the water passage between the 3 is actually quite shallow, so we can fit it no problem. But I even designed, you can see those like 2 little beams, log posts there, that's to guide the mast. So if we're coming in at an angle, we just have to we have a wider opening to aim for. Like we'll see it in action here, it'll guide us over. Boom. Oh, camera jumped a little bit. That's a bit funky. How smart am I, huh? We don't need drawbridges like in City Skylines. All we need is a tiny little space. I'm surprised they don't do this in real life. It's so easy. Just ignore all the rigging that's no clipped. Jump. Yump. But that's the first large bridge I've made that's actually like worked out, or that I've completed. Will the big boat fit? That's it, isn't it? Well, it does fit. But what do you mean 24? Will the big boat fit? Wait, there's only 3, isn't there? Wait, is there more? 4. There's 4? Is there 4, huh? There are currently 4. The raft, the car, the longship, and the drakkar. What is a drakkar? Ashland's ship? Oh, whoa. Oh my god, yeah, that's not gonna fit. Shit. God damn it. Well, we're nowhere near Ashlands, I think, so we should be fine. Won't get there till July. We've got a little bit of time. Trying to mimic that shape here, but I think we need to go larger. More. Yeah, I think we'll have the ground level be stone, but not the upper portion. I think I figured this out now. We will create our own space. That. That. Auto, top 1, like that. Tip top's the 1. corner of our build will be... Okay, it will be there. And then here. Is that actually correct? I guess it is. So it just squeezes in before it hits the wall. Now I want to play Valheim, but I'm lazy. We can always turn the resource rate up. Join us, 24. The lazy builders. I mean, people say lazy, but people say it's cheats. But you know what? I'm here to have a good time. I'm gonna play it how I want, huh? Playing it in God mode, even lazier. Yeah, I've turned the resource rate up to, I think, 2 or 3. Not at all, not at all. Oh, my hammer broke. Oh, I gotta fix that. Back we go. Too stressful from the swamps onwards. Did you beat the bone mass, Drew? So much for making that sundial. Well, I need to level out that whole island there, and then I need to plan a little bit in my head, because I plan on making that like a castle sort of setup. I don't want any of the dirt poking through. Oop. That's not working. Okay, we can have the sauna here. That's 1, 2, 3 wide, yep. Basically look like that in proportion. So we're going to amplify that. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe, 3, 4. I think we make like a vaulted ceiling. Vaulted? Fallout 76. I don't want that column. I want stone. First time I entered the swamp, I was destroyed by an abomination, 2-star Droga, 2 blobs, and that's a good that's a pretty good first impression, I'd say, of the swamp. Just stick to the exploring and building. I found that building roads into the swamp is a pretty good way of like conquering it. Because if you have a road system going through, you're not like dodging water and leeches and stuff, and then you can put crafting tables around to like minimize the spawns. The excitement about each biome is rearranging your kitchen and storeroom. I can make more food. But one of the key ingredients for cooking is pretty grim from the swamp. Not the most appetizing thing when you find out where it comes from. One stone, is it? That's everything we got. Getting very Roman thinking for a Viking. My heritage is shining through now. We must build columns and vaulted ceilings, archways. Gonna drain the swamp. That is actually a thing that the Romans did a lot of, is like building irrigation, or not irrigation, but canals and stuff like that to drain all of the water out of the marshes. Like Rome had a big marshland area, the Campus Martius, which is where like not the Colosseum, the Pantheon and like the Tomb of Augustus is in Rome. That was all swampland, and they built a big basically sewer pipe to drain the water out from there. It's something Maxima. Roman. And it's still used. Cloaca Maxima was originally built to drain the rainwater from the city of Rome, and one of the world's earliest drainage systems. But it drained water from the Campus Martius to allow for stable soil for construction. Now I'm hoping that if I add these kinds of details, it's still slightly too large. Poop. Oh man, got me again. I think I end up saying something along those lines every stream. We'll let that collapse. I think if we build out here, then we should have enough real estate. before. Oh, I put that in the wrong bloody spot again, didn't I? Good one. Good one. Who wanted to have their name given to a sewage pipe? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Was it? I don't know if it was Augustus who did it. No, it was much earlier. Yeah, so around 600 BC, when Rome was still a kingdom, not even before it was even a republic. So very, very long time ago. When Rome was figuring out what to do outside of the Seven Hills. So this is actually meant to go here. Beans. Is that too low, the archway? Yeah, low and wide. We want tall. So if we make it a bit more square, yes sir. Starting to get a bit laggy whenever I look over in this direction. I think there's too many objects and stuff. Valheim wasn't built for this. Now, I'll show you what I wanted to do here. It's like to free up a bit more internal space for walkways and what have you. There we go. So now we have a slightly wider internal area. And it doesn't impact the exterior fabric too much. So we got the curve here. On this side, you don't even notice it. That's the kind of big brain moves that we're able to do in Valheim. Stretch. Cross my leg again. I feel it going numb, trying to avoid pins and needles. I've already done that once on stream today. Wait, that's not even the corner. That is That is. That isn't. That is. This one needs to go again. How is that collapsing? Hey, Polytruck. I can't believe Riri has done this. Unacceptable. How dare he? But Happy New Year, man. Look at that, 67 times from this angle. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think it's the 6th of January is like the Orthodox New Year or something like that. Layman's explanation of the fall of the Roman Republic. Years of rich people getting rich off slaves brought from outer territories and buying up the land of Roman farmers, creating a landless, jobless, urban population. Yeah, there was the social war, so a lot of the cities or kingdoms, because Rome had an interesting expansion. It's not like direct, like during the Republic, it wasn't a direct conquer / administration. What they would do is they would defeat them in war and then ally. And you say ally, but it means like they would, those kingdoms or city-states or whatever it would be, would provide manpower and pay tribute and stuff to Rome. But Rome would also include a garrison. Hey Clovis, how you doing, man? Thank you for the resub.
Clovis Grunty just subscribed for 7 months.
And Happy New Year, dude. Hope you had a good Christmas. Yeah. Happy New Year, man. Generals asserting influence as populist autocrats. Yes. There's I think it's the way it was taught to me was the Gracchi brothers was like the beginning, because they were populist and they were trying to hand out farmland to the Roman population, and I think that was a bit unpopular from the aristocrats and stuff. But yeah, there was the way the ally system worked was, Rome would have a garrison of soldiers in the capital city of that kingdom, and then they'd send that kingdom would send tribute and manpower if Rome required it. And but Rome would dictate the foreign policy of that kingdom. So it was like independent, but not really. And then over time, that kingdom would just integrate more and more into the territory of the Roman Kingdom Republic. Which is why the social war happened, which was those kingdoms and city-states that have been allied to Rome for centuries by that point still weren't considered Roman, which didn't make sense to them. Because they're like, we deserve to have voting rights and things like that, or representation in the Senate. And then the Senate's like, yeah, nah. Protectorates, yes. Or just protectorate would make sense. And then they'd asked for representation and stuff like that, and then the Roman Senate said no, so they had the social war, which was all of these city, states, and kingdoms in the Italian peninsula revolting. It was not really revolting, it's just like diplomacy won't work, so we're going to have to force our way into representation. Which is how the social war happened, and that's like the beginning of this transition from republic to empire, because a lot of social problems, and in crisis, populist leaders are very popular because they just say everything that the people want to hear, and they get a lot of support that way, which is how they described Julius Caesar. There's a good book by Mary Beard that I read about it, and yeah, it's like Julius Caesar was a populist leader at a time where populism earned you a lot of political points, but he was a good politician and he was also a good general, which is what got him the support of the army as well, which made it possible for that transition. Got off on a bit of a tangent there. Okay, so we're going to have this out here. Give reinforcement to these columns. Okay, so there's that post as well now. Should make a big drainage pipe for absolutely no reason. Could we build one? Maybe to drain this little lagoon thing. Yeah, he wasn't Yeah, he wasn't the emperor. He wasn't given that title. It was Augustus who got it, Octavian. He was the dictator for life, is what Caesar was. It was like the transition piece. Like all the major fighting and political turmoil happened under Caesar, but the official transition to empire was Augustus after he beat Mark Antony and Cleopatra. That was like the end of it. Tomorrow I am restoring the I'm not sure. In Crusader Kings, maybe it will play in proximity to the Byzantines. See if we can mess around with that. Maybe we'll be a little duchy within the empire. Worst place someone can be, but sure. Well, you want it to be eventful, right? You gotta pick the one with the most turmoil and most shit going down. End of the second triumvirate. Yeah, that would have been... I think the first one was Caesar, Pompey, and Mark Antony. And then the second one was Augustus. Oh no, it was Caesar, Mark Antony... No, Caesar, Pompey, and a guy called Crassus. Which was like the Elon Musk of back then. He was like unimaginably rich and then decided to try fighting and then got killed, so... And then Pompey was another... It's like a general who had a lot of political support. And then Caesar was Caesar. Caesar. There we go. A little bit of stone. I wanted to be unlanded so I have less events popping up. Ah. Well, I'll be landed. And then you can create chaos by I guess jumping between courts and creating mischief. Trying to fight around. Yeah, he did. I think he decided to try and solo Persia. In typical rich person fashion, and then completely underestimated everything, and then I think marched in, lost his first battle, and then got executed or something like that. My winter car. Hang on, is it on sale? How much is it? $21.95. It's pretty cheap. Ultimate sequel to My Summer Car. Huh. Oh, it came out like 2 days ago. Oh my god. Department of General's eliteness, yes. Department of Good Expenditure. Good... Definitely not good ideas. But I think he was trying to do it for like ego or something. Be like, there's a triumvirate and there's 2 generals in there, but look at me, I come in with 0 experience and do a great job. Probably thinking his money would solve every hurdle. Neck minute. That's one of the really cool, I think it's really cool things about history is like everything happens, like everything that's happening has happened before. It's just the technology and the characters are slightly different. But like they say it rhymes, but I think it's a bit more than rhymes. It almost just happens again and again. Or you can like look at something that's happening today, some major event, and then if you look back in history, there'll be something almost identical. It's like the technology changes, but human nature doesn't. Of course, I am the best. I am immune to all of that. Because I am so cool. I can buy an Imperial expansion, can't I? If I pay enough money, I can buy a province? I mean, probably yes. I reckon I reckon there would have been some king out there. Mind you, kings aren't, like a kingdom back then wasn't exactly huge. I reckon if a dude came up and said, here is the money I can offer you for your entire kingdom, and it's worth more than the actual kingdom, I think he'd say, yeah, why not? Maybe, I think I would be tempted. Alright, we won't put that there yet. We gotta make the rim. Human lacking inspiration to come up with new ways of fucking up. We do have AI, but it is trained off of us. So it will make the same. It will make the same mistakes. Okay, how's the space now? Ho ho, plenty. 6 tar, 10 iron. We need to access the roof, so I'm going to quickly make some scaffolding. And this one here. Boom, boom, boom. When will I press my claim for Italy? Immediately. Without delay. So that goes out by 2, but this one will only go out by 1. But even then, that's still popping out into the. I'm gonna have to adjust the wall. Create like the beefiest gazebo structure. Wow, this opening is actually is larger than my main opening. Kingdoms back then really were what a dude could see from his big fortified house. Everything the light touches is yours. The Lion King was right. More or less. But it was like, the ancient world was actually quite advanced in terms of like, trade networks and logistics and everything like that. So even back then, kingdoms were quite large than what you think they would be. I think the big limiting factor for a lot was the logistics side of things. Because Rome was able to stay, like, to conquer a territory that large because it had the Mediterranean Sea. You could sail anywhere. To get to the empire. There was like northern France and England, which was a bit of an outlier, but everything else you could access from the Mediterranean basically. Which is what allowed them to maintain control for so long. I might be able to pop this back a bit. Might not need it to stick out so far. Well, actually, we'll keep it like that. We'll make it symmetric, so we're gonna... We do have inventory space to do it. I'm gonna demo this wall. Sorry, wall. Even if large was greater metro area of a sprawling contemporary city. Kingdom of Greater Perth. Well, a lot of the, especially in Europe, a lot of like the administrative boundaries internally within countries and stuff is like roughly follows old kingdoms and duchies and all that sort of stuff that's been amalgamated and absorbed into a country. Exact same idea as how the states of Australia are largely like the boundaries of Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria is all based off of the colonies, which are all independently administered and governed. And Western Australia. I think it was all like New South Wales, and then over time they sort of cut off chunks of New South Wales to make all the other states. I think. Historic map of Australia states. Yeah. Oh yeah, half of it was New South Wales and the other half was Western Australia. And then Western Australia's boundaries largely stayed the same, and then New South Wales has been like cut into pieces. So New South Wales and nothing, New South Wales, Western Australia, NSW, WA, and then South Australia and Tasmania. And then Victoria was cut off. And then Queensland and finally Northern Territories. Interesting. Greater Perth is a bit more desert. Greater Perth is just Mad Max. The kingdom of Mad Max. Max the Mad. Not Super Max. How far does this go out? This probably has to go again. English counties take their names and general boundaries from pre-existing kingdoms. Yeah. Yeah, it is a very narrow strip in WA that has like the habitable zone. Anything outside of that is just death. Pork chop can confirm. So 1, 2, maximum extent. Okay. So this is our outer wall. More stone. This very substantial thing better be worth it. It's not a good sign when the person building the thing is like, is this worth it? Strip of sand that got weathered off the side of the 4 billion year old slab of rock. Yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of crazy about Australia, is it's just, compared to almost anywhere else in the world, it is flat. Our biggest mountain is what a lot of the world would call a hill. I think we talked about that before. Hey Stu, Happy New Year, mate. Hope you've been well. Oop. Happy New Year. Yeah, hope they had some good fireworks. I can see some stone that I haven't deconstructed here. Valuable rocks. Talked about it, yeah, because I remember, I think Porkchop, you were saying there's like one mountain in northern Finland that's like substantial. The rest of it's pretty much at sea level. so like Australia. So the center will have our sauna, and then we'll have lots of decorative bits here and here, and this will be our internal entry to here. So we might even make a bedroom in here somewhere. Well, this will be part of our bedroom. I thought of it all. So this will be the bedroom, with the sauna in the middle and all the other decorative parts. And then maybe this side will create a staircase that goes up to a central tower that goes up tall. Kind of like what we've made over there, but even taller. Because I feel like I've mastered the art of making an internal stairwell that's walkable. Because typically there's the ladder here for compact staircases, but I have managed to create a very small or a similarly sized walkable area inside, but you don't have to jump. Look at this. Just takes you straight up. So we can survey our kingdom. Yeah, they are stairs. I felt pretty satisfied with myself. Pretty smart. No, they're not double ladders, they're stairs. So I don't have to jump up, it just walks up. Made me feel very smart when I managed to do that. might end up changing again. Because we need more room. I'll show you what it would mean. We need room for the fireplace. So another half block. Build out the skeleton, the frame. Just make sure we get the frame right. Alright, and then from there, we attach the roof structure for the ground floor. Oop, need more frames. I knew I shouldn't have put these little half pieces here just yet. I knew we still needed them for something. Every piece serves a purpose in our builds. I wonder if we can... So if we use that, how does it inside look? Much cleaner. We need tar. I think we have plenty of tar in here. Yes. But we're not going to have a thatch roof. We're going to have the shingle roof. Our building techniques are advancing. Three-minute ad break, okay. Actually, see, I've got a little bit of coffee left. Mmm. No more cheap roofs. We're using the fancy stuff. A display of our Viking wealth from all of the lands we have conquered. I'm using the wrong part. Where is it? Here. There we go. Ah, looks much cleaner. Still a decent amount of stone, so I'm going to widen this staircase. There we go, better. And we'll frame it too. But we'll use a double. So it gives the impression that it's more narrow. Because this one's, we're leaving it wide to make it feel more inviting. Because if we have wide open spaces, it makes it feel much more welcoming, and it like draws your eye. This one, if we like tighten it up a bit, it will make it feel more cramped and encourage people to sort of view it or treat it as a secondary entrance, not the primary access point. Make the front door look nice, not the back door. Should make a stone pyramid with stone stairs. Very important project. My god. How would I make the corners 24? How will we do that? Is it even possible? Me thinks no. Sounds like something the streamer should figure out. Oh my god. Dangling a carrot saying, "Dance for me." Oh, bit of lag. Poor anxious sister lost her phone on holiday. Got in such a panic, she brought a new one. Oh my god. But I mean, she could still get a refund, right? Like, it's not money wasted. Unless you bought an iPhone, then that's money and dignity wasted. Just throwing some shade out there, huh? But 24, you don't have a Linux phone or whatever that might be? An Android Linux phone, huh? I think Android uses Linux. No. How dare I say, even suggest something as rude as that. BS brother apparently is in the market for a new work phone. Ah, my work, it's a really bad iPhone, but they gave me a free phone. Unless he's a tradie. But I'm sure he can claim it on tax. Buying a phone for work. It's purely iTunes. It's purely iTunes from when I interacted with it like 15 years ago. It has permanently ruined my impression of Apple software. Bloody Tim. John Apple. Oh, that's a lot of water. So this is our new wall alignment. Just need to make sure there's enough space here too. How does this look from afar? My existing and potential future in-laws is shaping up to be Portuguese and Italian Lebanese. Ah, so you have some very good food at family gatherings. I had a homemade lasagna for lunch today. It was at Mum and Dad's place. So, oh my god. Oh my dawn. Nah, it was very, very good. So you might get Portuguese, Italian, Lebanese fusion. Leb bread pizza. Like a za'atar pizza, maybe? Already the receptacle for her BF's Nonna's excess biscuits. A never-ending flow of biscuits from Nonna. Now, if she learns how to make egg tarts, that will be the end. What is that? Flaky. It is getting a bit late, but we're fine. We are A-okay. And I did forget what I was going to go grab from over here. More building resources. More! More! So we'll set up the same boundary pieces here. Another boundary piece here. This is Polytruck. This is all for you as well, by the way. This is the centerpiece will be the hot tub, the sauna. But we're gonna design it so that we can actually sleep in here too. We're gonna move our bed into this quadrant. Lady Chief is gonna come back and be like, "Why do you never sleep?" I'm on that grind. I'm trying to make that money. Get that Twitch money, you know? Watch out. Yeah, I know. I thought if I build land out here, then the waves would die down, but because it's technically in the water, the waves are a lot larger, even though we've got land out here, because when it was generated, it was underwater. Bit of a peculiar mechanic. Give me the wood. Give me the wood. There, and this is going to come out there, and meet there, and that goes there, and this one goes along here, and meets up there, and goes to this spot here, and then that one goes there. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I saying? Do I have to pay you for tomorrow's CK3? Not at all, 24, not at all. The world is, yeah, very static. Like, I thought the mini-map would update too if I start, like, adding and taking away terrain or cutting down trees, but it doesn't change. Gotta pretend you have a complex pipe system to pour hot water onto the sauna floor. Maybe we can build a suspended floor. Here. Like this. And this is how we create the impression of a that conversation couch or whatever it's called. That 70s thing. Conversation counter? I'm not sure what it was. Can't remember. And then the sauna. The sauna goes here. Conversation pit. Yes. Thank you. my brain work. Good brain work. Good. Feeling like Charlie from It's Always Sunny. With that political speech that he made. Vote me good. Okay, yeah. There we go. Our light bulb moment has happened. Isn't that all political speeches though? True. True. Me good. Other guy? No good. We were created, we've finally found a way to create the conversation pit pork chop. Because you're talking about pipe system, made me think of underfloor pipe, which then made me realize we could raise this and the water would flow through, because the waves come up to maybe the midpoint. It won't reach all the way up to the top here. So if it does flood, it's just the lower portion. Big brain. Big brain. I thought of all that and then couldn't remember conversation pit, so we good. Okay, and then we'll continue. This has turned into our architectural style, I think. These roof shapes. It's just taken us a minute to figure out how to incorporate stone into our general building philosophy. into the existing relationship of building forms. Forms, scale, and features. Your chimney, your common chimney. Communal chimney. Maybe 60%. Oh my god. Alright, we need to go up now. I'm wondering if I will have to create a reinforced structure, superstructure. Let's make a pencil. Yeah, this can't be supported on its own, I don't think. We're going to quickly try and narrow down the stone space to better fit the area that we have. That can go. We buildeth and taketh away. Yes, this is already huge, so we need to narrow it down. So there. 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 I'm gonna try and create a tower with a dome at the top. So the ground floor will be the sauna pit with a little bit of water in it, yes, but we'll also move our bed into here. And then this tower, I don't think it'll be accessible. It'll just go up, and then we'll put a dome roof. Tholos. What is that? I've never heard of that before. A tholos, Greek for dome, conical roof. Oh. Oh, it's got a central opening in the middle of the roof to allow light and rain in. I think, yeah, we could do that. Hang on, let's allow that. Fancy. Very fancy. Goes there, that goes there. Two, three. I need stone. Oof. Yeah, if we thought we did. Adding a bit of suspense. Stone dome? Nah, it'll be made of the tar roof pieces. It's where you raise the prisoner cages to be steamed. It's not a steamed ham, it's a steamed prisoner. Make it daytime again. But yeah, this will lead off into the new addition, the new wing. And we'll have it create a nice living quarters. Hang on, I've got a message. Those things require precision engineering. Precision is my middle name. Well thought out is my middle name as well. So you'll be fine. I ain't even stressing. That, then that. Oh, we're getting smoked. This is a very wide space. It looks pretty cool though, I like it. This is actually it's like merged together very nicely. I think that looks really cool. Just the right amount of like curves. So add a bit of detailing, i.e. reinforcement. Add timber where we can so that it looks more woody for the sauna function. Loves a rounded square, exactly. feel like Homer and donuts. Whoa. Oh. How does that from the inside? So it pokes through, but not like crazy. Yeah, that's alright. Can we actually add timber in here? And how does that look? Starting to get a bit busy, I think. Thank you, Big Mac. No worries, dude. Okay, and the next big thing is narrowing this. Bottom edge, auto. Just like that. We'll try to align it here for now. Top in a 2, in a 3. So that's roughly square, but that should provide a bit of support for everything else. I think you're right. I think you're right, 24. But I'm hyper fixated on this now. But what we'll do is all of these like side quests that we're doing is to help develop our skills with building with stone and stuff, so that when we do finally get around to the sundial, we'll make it look really nice. That's at least the justification I'm giving myself for all this. I reckon we can fix this up. I say fix up and then it looks like I'm just spamming. That does look cool though. That's definitely a vaulted ceiling. We're going to use this cart and grab as much stone as we can. Can I get a refund if the sundial is not nice? Of course. And then we'll just say the funds have gone missing. Like a true dodgy developer. You forget 24, I have a background in construction. I know how to play the game. As all property developers do, promise the world and underdeliver, and then overcharge. Oh my god. How rude. How rude, 24. Look what you're making me do. There we go. Let's just take the tape off now. How we work around. It's definitely more of a punishment than anything else. Having to wear this hat. But I want to get injured, then I can claim workers' comp. There we go. Now we have this nice platform to work with. And then we begin the ring. These towers are obscenely expensive just because of these single blocks. Wait, what? Random meme subreddit is telling me that Nvidia is raising the price of the 5090 from 2K to 5K? I swear there's going to be people making GPUs in their garage at this rate. Acquire it instead. That's ridiculous. Like 2026 is going to be extremely expensive for computer parts. Even like consoles and stuff are just going to skyrocket in price because they won't be able to get their components. But this will be a permanent price increase as well. It will never go back down. I can't see the prices for that increase decreasing ever. Unless China was like mass producing them for cheap. Skeleton surprise. I don't see any event where the prices would decrease after they've jumped up. When did all that over there happen? Oh, that's the building materials for the drafter roof. Where are the Skelly Bros? I'm in a high position and I can't see them. That nearly made me jump. The iron armor. I think one must have spawned, otherwise the event would have immediately ended. This is the extent of it. Ah. I guess maybe they couldn't spawn. Is that what's happened? Are they over here? I think monsters sometimes spawn on that little island. I think there's a little grey dwarf there, but no skeleton. Okay. Enshrouded. I think I bought it and tried playing it, and I just got mad confused and stopped. But maybe that's just me not feeling it very much when I first got it. Infinite appendix structures on tech CEOs, I wish. Because the whole data center thing is like only just ramping up now, so it's going to continue for the next like 10 years. So, evening. Good evening, Captain Australia. What are you doing up at this hour, huh? Supposed to be very, very late. $22.29. Oh, perf. Same as pork chop. PERF. Okay, so this is going to be our chimney. Now, I'm considering whether I make this accessible via some kind of ladder system, some kind of stairway. I need to see how this would appear from a distance. From our first great wonder, this bridge. It's like this massive stone slab suspended by wood. Yeah, that looks pretty. I think if I enclose the ground floor, it will look much better. Rent cheaper in Perth than Melbourne? I'd say yes. Melbourne's okay, but I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Perth in terms of prices and stuff. Actually, like, is groceries a bit more expensive because a lot of stuff has to get shipped over? I imagine that wouldn't make that much of a difference. This stone up here. Building's doing a lot of calculations of structural integrity every time I place a bit of stone. It's getting laggy. Keep that exposed. I do like being able to see this core post. Oh, what else can we leave? This? Yeah, I thought Perth would be cheaper. The last bastion of semi-affordable living in Australia, I thought that would be Perth. Twitch money to pay rent. All the bloody East Coasters. I mean, true. The mass exodus during COVID. Made prices everywhere else insane as well. Others make millions a month. I'll buy up, if I ever become a massive Twitch streamer, I'll just buy all of Perth. I'll become like what we're talking about, Crassus before. I will buy my own kingdom. roof piece again. That in. Okay. Should work. Our central dome. Domus, or whatever it's called. $137. Yeah, we'll stream for a little bit longer. New Perth Mayor Chief Train. Is that a good news or bad news? Haters will say it's bad news. So I'll just show what I was intending to make for this joint here. That, so this will be the raised platform for the bed. And it pops down for the hot tub. There's our wall paneling. But here's going to be difficult. How do I want the raised portion, but I also want this to be infilled. Maybe a stone? No. It's okay. Not great, but it's okay. I have to fight the mayor of all 30 Metro LGAs to the crown. Well, I've done Thai kickboxing. I've done Thai kickboxing. I've done boxing. I've done judo. I think I might be able to take them on. We'll see. Where's Jake Paul at? Let me have a go at him, huh? Break his jaw again. Wait, what was that? Hang on. Streamer bot broke. Let's reopen that. How does streamer bot break of all things? Streamer bot, please open up. Open Paschetti. Oh, that's cool. Rainbow effect. Meow. Oh, a hammer. Don't usually run out of the hammer that quick. I think I do have to have a bit of a conversation about where exactly is the stair access to this gonna go. And we have this corridor, so maybe we could like create an opening on the other side and a little stairway access ramp, perhaps, that climbs up, and then an opening up there so we can walk in. Because I think here what we would put is just this. Like that. See if that actually snaps to the location we want it to. It stays almost completely independent. It's a bit hard to figure out where the snapping goes if it's all like just everywhere. That might be it. Yeah, that can't be right. We'll jump back up. Inner edge. Oh, this might be the trick. We can go directly to the edge of the this thing. There we go. Perfect. And then we can put the iron bars in and they actually look like semi okay. Like that. See? And that should protect us from the rain too. Here. And the last bit. Suspended ceiling. Pretty good. Pretty good. Some more timber. Maybe we put a head hanging from there. This entrance is very Spartan. It's missing that bit of pizzazz or whatever. It's really tall, but it doesn't need to be. So I wonder if we can create like an illusion of a lower... Nah, that's too close together. Something like that. Kind of blocks the view as you walk in though. So never mind. Yeah, they'll just keep going up and up. Whew. Oh, 3.71 seconds to save. It's getting longer and longer. But today, a lot of substantial work was done. We finished this bridge, which is fully operational and fully detailed. And we're expanding, creating the new wing to our Valheim house. Then once we're over here, we can make the sundial and everything. But we'll have to rebuild that wall. adjust its route and make sure everything's all connected and accounted for. But I've surprised myself with how this bridge has turned out. I'm really happy with this. I'm thinking if I were to add anything to the bridge, it maybe would be like some guideposts in the water so that the ship is like already aligned as it approaches this opening to cross. But I am starting to think for the big ship we might have to clear out that wing there and create a long thing that goes out into the water. Like a long stone pier that goes out into the water, but we might not get to that point. Well, we won't get to that point anytime soon, so we'll just leave that as it is. But we've got some decent gear now, so we might be able to go out and start hunting down Yaglith, wherever he might be. So we might find his stone somewhere in here, but we can also go down this way. We've sort of explored this half, we haven't really gone around here. So it would be good to maybe explore over in this direction. See if we can find some more planes. Because I think there's another one, yeah, up here. So we'll do some exploring. Hunt down the Yaglith shrine. Hey Dava, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, man. Hope you've had a good break. How does this look from... Get rid of that. It's okay. This tower's going to be something when it's done. It's a very nice view. But yeah, I finally got the save working for City Skylines 2 Dava, so I'm going to start streaming that again a bit more. The problem is the saves, there's so much detail on it now that it's lagging out my computer, so... struggles, we're succeeding too much. But we love City Skylines. We'll bear through the lag. I mean, we play almost always with the pause. It's very rare that we actually turn off the turn on the simulation. Struggled too hard yourself over the weekend. Yeah, I just hope there's no updates for a little while, so we have a chance to like enjoy the content before all the mods break with the next update. Because man, I got caught out waiting for a very long time for extra landscaping tools to get updated. Because there's like a dependency for my my map, or the Dunedin map that I'm playing on. So I got like soft locked out of the game. But now that it's been updated again, it's all hunky-dory. Am I living? Maybe. My brain's like trying to keep functioning. There we go. How goes the Valheim? It's going very well. I've actually this is the furthest I've ever made it in Valheim, which is beating the ice boss, the mountain, and now I'm up to the plains, which I've upgraded my gear, and I'm now actively looking for the boss of the plains. Gonna get in a fight with Yaglith, I think he is. First, I'll wear him down with some insults, and then we'll come in for the old 1-2. Building this right. Yeah, so it pops out by 1. So this is where the fireplace would go. Floorboards here, floorboards there, floorboards there. You know what? Oh, I like it. I think maybe this can lower. It is too high up. Icelake said they were aiming for their first in Feb. Oh my god. Not again. I do like how I've made this archway, so I want to try and preserve that, and the way I'm thinking is by lowering the flare. say the ceiling's too high, and then I start lowering the floor even more so the ceiling gets even taller. Great logic, Chief. One of the biggest, brainest moments. Trying to preserve this vaulted ceiling that I've made. Invite the boss to try out the new sauna and trap him in a cage. Boom, roasted. That. Keep that down there. Yeah, and then this. And then fireplace here. How'd I get so much red jute? So I went and cleared out one of the what do you call it? Werewolf den cave things. And I got a decent amount from there. But I don't think I have that much. I stored it somewhere and there's not all that much left. It's like a little bit. Yeah, 14. But I used it. I've used most of it for carpets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then these. I really like these curtains. Looking very dwarf coded right now with the round helmet, cape, and pickaxe. Just need to be a bit shorter. How's work? Work's alright. I haven't, I'm still on Christmas leave. And it doesn't end until 13th of January? 12th of January. So I've got plenty of time. I'm still well in holiday mode. So I'm just chilling. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Alright, then we'll excavate just a tad bit further without compromising the structural stability of our tower. There we go. There's no gaps in the joints, which is good. That's all clear. Oof. Boo, work. Everybody hates work. Which I mean, yes, that's true. Boom. Get all that nice and symmetrical. Now this can be lowered, I think. And that's preserved our vaulted ceiling without, like, making it too shallow. But I think this one, that one, and that one will be a bit lower. This one will remain the same height. And it will become the walkway in. So we'll have a double staircase, actually. Like that. Okay. See what up to our neck now. Yes. Anything exciting? Yeah, we'll be streaming some Crusader Kings 3. Might be. We were trying to avoid having this size, so maybe we need to alter the walkway here. I just forgot the whole point that we had this walkway out here. Time would that start? It'll be the regularly scheduled time, so 9:45 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's now 2:11 in the morning in Australian Eastern Standard Time. So when is that exactly? -2 hours for Perth. For you Perthians. Okay, this should still provide plenty of real estate for us to walk around. even more detail thingies. Ten iron. Okay, let's give it a go. We'll make this thing. Carrying too much, my ass. Does the smoke go through the metal bars? No. That could be dangerous. 3 hours we don't follow daylight saving. 3 behind. So 6:40. Okay. Put a stone floor throughout some of your base. Nice stream. So you got the stone workshop thing, whatever it's called. Stone cutter. If you put a roof over the stone cutter, the same way you would a workbench if you want to make craft things with it, there's like a wheel that you can use and it unlocks the grinding stone. So it's a workbench upgrade. Just a heads up. Okay, this allows us to walk around unimpeded. Has a pretty wide berth too, so that's good. This is going to get lowered for sure. Quite decent, fully sick. Mood lighting. in the hot tub, of course. When did the Vikings have the equivalent of a saxophone to play some tunes? Oh my god, what have I've degenerated into? I need a lot of cord to rebuild the wall on the outside. Poo-poo, pee-pee poo-poo. And maybe that central bar disappears. Because this needs a spot for the smoke to get out. Take my clothes off. Ugh. This way doesn't go through iron bars. I guess in Valheim, smoke isn't a gas. It looks so cool though, having the metal bars there, but whatever. Ouch. Tried to dive into the hot tub and it nearly killed me. So does the smoke able to drain out there? Yeah. My brain is stopping working. Good work day, yes. I think I'm gonna end the stream in a few minutes. Who's actually live at the moment? Is anybody up? Anybody awake? Knock on their door, say oi. Hang on, who is live? Oh, Clovis is live. He's streaming American Truck Sim with Die Quietly and Andy. Alright, I'll give Clovis a raid. He came in and said hello earlier, so hang on, my things. Is the streamer bot open or is it fucked? Nah, it's busted. Alright. So what we'll do, I think this works. Nah, it doesn't. Alright, so streamer bot's broken for now. Alright, it's always something that breaks with these bloody computers. Pain in the ass. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Riri, for the raid. And to Lone Bearcar and Morning Darkness for the follows. Thank you so much. And cheers to Porkchop 24, Polytruck, Big Mac, Stu, Clovis, Ozcat as well, Octorock, Dream, Captain Australia, Dava. I think I've got everybody. I'm scrolling through chat to see if there's any names I haven't said. I think I got everybody. Streamerbot took time off. Yeah, Streamerbot decided they're on holiday now. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Let's type that in. He's streaming some American Truck Simulator, so we'll go over and say hello. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. This was a really good stream. We had a lot of people come in. It's always nice. That means the community is hopefully growing. The raid message, I don't know. It's on Streamerbot, so I can't like actually copy it and paste it. Going in naked, yes we are. Going in raw. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for spending the New Year's with me. It was really kind of all of you. Thank you so much for the support. 2026 is going to be a good year. It's going to be our year. Yeah, no worries. Alright. I'll be back tomorrow with some CK3 with 24. We'll create some havoc. Yes. Don't oversleep. I'll try not to. Fingers crossed. I got my alarm set, so we'll be fine. Alright. See yous. Love yous.